You still need to play more Starfield. I've been enjoying the mods on Xbox though. Yeah, I've been playing it vanilla. I'm the type of person I have to play vanilla. And then afterwards, after I beat all the shit vanilla, then I'll fuck around. Like Starfield, but it's the reason it will be like another decade till we get another fall. The thing is, like, look, I think Starfield is a decent game for what it is. But in my opinion, the fact that this game took a decade to come out is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. This game is an okay game. It's not great. It's not horrible. It is decent. It is like between okay and good, somewhere in that range. And I think that's a fair assessment. And for this game to have taken a fucking decade to come out, and then the DLC on top of it taking a whole year to come out, I think that I can't. Like, I'm at a loss for words, bro. I just am. I think that that's ridiculous. And guess what? If Bethesda refuses to acknowledge their own shortcomings with Starfield, we're going to see them take a whole decade to come out with Elder Scrolls 6. And guess what? People by then are going to be sick of them. Everything, dude, you've seen how many people turned on them with Starfield? And look, man, there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of things that I think is fair criticism towards the game. Absolutely 100%. Adam says I'm about to mod now, especially after my new game plus 10 Shattered Space. Fuck yeah, brother. And I think that there's a lot of fair criticism towards Starfield that Bethesda refuses to acknowledge. That's the biggest issue with this situation. They refuse to acknowledge their own shortcomings. Therefore, and Lowest Expectations is saying it, Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be awful, calling it now. And you know what? I have to agree with you, Lowest Expectations. I really genuinely think that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to fucking suck, and everyone's going to be sick of Bethesda's shit, and people are going to genuinely feel like this game is horrible. Especially when they take into account that they're gonna take a fucking decade to get this bitch out. If Starfield took 3 years to make, I get it. It makes sense. But you're telling me Starfield took a decade to make. I can't, like, it's unfucking believable. It is genuinely unfucking believable. People no, I don't think anybody's going to stand by Bethesda by the time their next game comes out. Like, you know, the in-house Bethesda open world RPG makers. I do not think people are going to stand by them next time. Only mods make me play Bethesda so far. Starfield was the first one you haven't even played. I understand, Lilith. It's one of those things where I really like Starfield it has its ups and downs. It does. And we have to be honest about it because I want Elder Scrolls 6 to be amazing. And guess what they're going to do? And here's what's going to kill it for me. I am an Elder Scrolls Oblivion stan. With all of its faults, don't get me wrong, it's not a perfect game. There's a lot of faults with Oblivion. Don't get me wrong. I hate Skyrim. I hate it. And I know that makes a lot of people mad. I can't stand it. You know why? Because I think Oblivion did a great job of balancing roleplay and then balancing like roleplay and RPG aspect, and then balancing like accessibility. Like, because Morrowind, you try to play Morrowind and it's so fucking hard to get into in modern day. I tried playing it years ago, I couldn't get into it. There's just things about Oblivion that did such a great job of like balancing on a wire of like accessibility, like dumbing things down a little bit but giving you just enough RPG mechanics to make it feel right. And I think Skyrim went too much into accessibility. What's gonna fuck Elder Scrolls 6 more than anything else is that they're going to dumb it down so fucking much that it's going to be made for people with below average IQ. It's going to be made for the dumbest of gamers ever, and it's going to kill them. It's going to kill them. Oblivion was amazing. I played that game for 3 years straight. That was my obsession for 3 fucking years. I love Elder Scrolls Oblivion. You hate vanilla Skyrim, but you love it modded. See, I refuse. I don't like Skyrim modded. I mean, excuse me, I don't like vanilla Skyrim, so I never went that far. If I don't like a game that doesn't stand on its own feet without mods, it is what it is. Bethesda's answer to everything, to trying to reach a wider audience, is let's make it for stupider people. That's their answer. Every time. And I think that they're going to go too far. They're going to go too far. And I hope to be wrong, but given how Bethesda refuses to reassess itself, to properly assess its failures, I have to believe, like these other companies that refuse to assess their failures, like Ubisoft, they refuse to acknowledge their own shortcomings. I think Bethesda is going down the same route.